Again for another Chinwag Wednesday. Tonight we've got a fantastic guest coming on. If you haven't seen it, it's going to be David from the Stalking Show. He's one of the owners, one of the organisers of the show. We're sort of T-minus, well, it's happening next week, so we'll all be going up there probably on Friday to get set up. And then the show is actually Saturday and Sunday, so I cannot wait. So the dates are 11th and 12th. If you haven't got your tickets, then you can still go online and get those. So you're not too late at all. I'm just waiting to see if David joins. Hopefully the tech is good for us tonight. With a little bit of luck, it will be. There he is. For a little bit. But don't worry, it will all kick in. And there he is. You're now presentable.
How are we doing? Yeah.
What is this?
This is what I use.
Oh my God.
Hand lotion.
Yeah. You're just sort of limbering up, are you?
Now I am.
Good. How are you, mate? Are you well?
Yeah, no, very good. Thank you, Alex. Thanks for having me on.
That's all right.
Much appreciated.
I'm just turning you up. My volume was a little bit low there. How are you feeling pre-show?
Brilliant.
Good. Stressed?
They will look like I'm lying.
No, you actually look pretty good. I mean, don't take it the wrong way, but like you're at your worst at the show, really, when people are probably pulling you from pillar to post. I know to just not go near you then.
Yeah, it's just no. To be honest, I love the job. I love doing it. I feel blessed in being able to be a part of something that's amazing. But I guess, yeah, I don't like the word stressed much because I just feel like that, we try and breeze through it. But I think more than anything, it's just making sure, all the boxes are ticked and that we do a good job for everybody and everybody enjoys it. And that's what we try and do. So if stress comes along somewhere in there, then yeah, there's a bit of stress.
Well, if you're not stressed, you're not doing it right, I reckon. So
Exactly, yeah.
presumably you're going to head down after the bank holiday and stuff. I'm assuming you'll be on site from next week.
I'll be heading down. Van is loaded. We've just
Right.
been and fetched 2 large Sprinter vans.
Right.
Van is already loaded out the front here, and we will
Yeah.
be leaving at 6 in the morning.
Wow. With the trees, I'm assuming.
The trees are already in situ. We've got
Tell me, how the bloody hell do you keep those trees alive? I don't understand how they're cut so early and still live.
magic.
All right. Okay.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
no, actually, no, it's not at all. There's no magic about it. It's Sitka trees or spruce trees like that. We cut them as long as they're cut no more than about 2 months before the show. They're absolutely fine.
Really?
Yeah, we just lay them all in a big heap together. Keep them very damp as much as we can. Lay them in a field. Keep them wet. Keep when it's raining, fantastic. Or it's dull days. If there's a lot of cold, dry wind, then it's not great for them. But we lay them in a field and we just spray them with water, and they're pretty good actually. I've got 25 more to fetch. I think we've got about 300 in total, but we've got another small van to fetch from UK DTR lads, Richard Arthur Evans. He's got us another 25, so we keep picking a few up.
Well, I'm looking forward to it. Now, I don't know whether this is going to go down well or not, but we've got a surprise guest coming on, if you don't mind. Can you have a guess as to who it might be?
You didn't tell me. Is it male or female?
It's female.
Hi, David.
I'm leaving. Goodbye.
I'm all dressed up, ready to go to the Stalking Show as well.
I love the hat.
You know what Andrea's like.
Lovely deer hunter gear on as well.
Yes, very much so. Yes, nothing wrong with the deer hunter. They're great, fantastic. Our new Stalking Show clothing sponsors, brilliant.
Speaking of clothing, have you got it all now?
As in what?
As in the clothing. Was I having a gilet?
You will receive one at the show if you're a very
Oh,
good boy.
well, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Andrea, just in case someone doesn't recognise you, you just want 5 minutes, don't you, just to sort of talk about what's going on?
Oh yeah, if David doesn't mind me hijacking, but I'm
I've
all
been
team
hijacked,
stalking
yeah.
the
I've been
show for the
hijacked.
last 4 months of my life, if not longer. So
Do you
I'm
want to
Andrea. I
introduce
work for the
yourself?
British Deer Society in partnerships and fundraising. But I get dragged into lots of different elements of work to do with deer stalking and deer management. Oh, she had
Now,
to bring the bucket hat. This hat's
now we're
better.
talking.
I haven't got one.
So,
I've literally not got one to hand.
Did you have one?
No, no.
oh dear.
Sadly, I missed out on the bucket hat.
I'll
What a
make sure you
shame.
have one at the Stalking Show. But we do have these very, very rare hats on sale at the Stalking Show. They're limited edition, and there's a few left. So
A
there'll be a
few
few
being what,
on the show.
20,000 or something, or
No. I think we've only got about 50, and that's it
right.
done. Yeah. They're only for special people, special people.
That
Good,
definitely
good.
means I've got one, doesn't it, David?
If you wear it,
I'm assuming that once I'm a few cans deep, I shall have one on my head.
correct.
Fair enough. Right, Andrea, tell us about what's going on from your side at the show.
We've got a lot on. We've got a big stage this year, which David and Diane have kindly helped us organise. There's a huge amount of activities going on the stage on both days. We've got in the morning, on Saturday, I have to refer to my list. We've got deer management and legislation, a licensing perspective with Dr. Rodney Calvert and Alistair Bostrom from the Forestry Commission on Saturday morning at 10 o'clock. Then we've got the UK HSA coming on straight after them to talk about disease risk to the deer stalking community. I believe Paul Childerley and Kate Artemis Reeves are going to be taking part in that as well and helping them discuss tick-borne diseases and things.
That's great.
Then following on from that, we've got one of our big things, which is a hot topic panel on rewilding and modern deer management, where they align and where they clash. We've got some big people coming from some big rewilding organisations, including Rewilding Britain and Scotland, the Big Picture, both of whom are involved in lynx reintroduction and elk reintroduction. So I think there's going to be quite an interesting discussion going on there. That's at 12:30 on the stage. And then all afternoon, we've got lots of our Together for Deer corporate partner network on the stage, including GMK and Tika. I'm going to mess up his name here, and I hope GMK don't kill me. But it's the commercial product manager of Tika coming on to discuss Tika rifles. His name's Tonelli Polkinin. Sorry if I've got it wrong or murdered it. I'm not very good at that. And then straight after that, we've got Pulsar talking about thermal imaging and deer welfare, and supporting ethical deer management with Pulsar and thermal technology. And then another big one straight after that, which we hope is going to be really beneficial to the community, is some workshops together with, we've got Game Larder, AGM Venison, Sussex Grazed, and the Open Food Network, all involved, and Alex as well is helping host this.
Yeah, we haven't planned
It's
that
about
yet,
how
though.
to set up a food business and sell your wild venison to local customers. So you're going to get lots and tips and hints from some really established small businesses that are out there selling their venison direct to local customers, direct to local restaurants. It's easy to do, and we're there to support people setting it up.
Love that one. I love that one, Andrea. That's brilliant.
There's a lot of work gone into it, and I'm actually going to pop and see AGM Venison, which is Laura Holmes and oh my God, Adam's Muirhead's company. Adam's head just went out of my head. On Monday to finalise some of that workshop stuff with them as well. So I'm running around like a lunatic. Then on Sunday, lots of the same things going on. So you've got 2 opportunities to jump in on stuff. If you miss it on Saturday, you can hop in on Sunday. But the big difference on Sunday is the hot topic panel is going to be head shooting, and is paying more for headshot deer causing a welfare issue. We've got Warren Bulmer from Deer Box on that, Joseph from Oakland Park, Sam Eckroyd from Tynevale Vet Practice, and also Tony Lowry representing as a co-founder from UKDTR. So that's going to be quite a discussion as well.
That's going to be a hot one.
I mean, so there's lots going on. That's just the stage.
That's mega, isn't it? That's just one stage of the show.
Yeah, that's just the stage. So, which is going to be straight as when you come in from the entrance to the main entrance of the Stalking Show, you just head straight directly across, and our stage is just at the opposite end of the main entrance, right next to the BDS stand, next to Alex's stand, next to Game Larder's stand. We're all in that little group together having a party, basically.
Are we by the bar as well?
I don't know. David's moved the bar apparently several times, and I'm now not on track of where the exact location of his bar. We do have Hawkstone beer in our VIP area and meet and greet lounge area, so that's where I will be having a beer.
Let me reassure you both, there will be plenty of alcohol on sale.
Wonderful. Wonderful, because we'll need it.
Yeah, certainly will. Yeah, no, it's exciting stuff. There's so much going on.
Awesome.
Can I carry on?
I mean, me and David will just sit here if you like. You can just take over.
We turn up. So we're the official charity partner of the Stalking Show. So this is why we do a lot of stuff at the Stalking Show. I'm on the phone to David and Deanne. Well, I think I've been on twice today to them already, I believe. Sometimes just for a gossip, sometimes Stalking Show stuff.
Crazy.
Just remember there's other people watching.
If you haven't bought your tickets yet for our mega raffle, you really need to do so, because there's only a limited number of tickets. They're only £5. The prize bundle is absolutely massive. I'm going to forget to mention something in the prize bundle, or I'm going to call them the wrong thing. There's a Pulsar Oryx monocular, a Tika rifle, £500 worth of Deer Hunter clothing vouchers, a Spy Point trail camera, stable sticks, Zamberland boots, something from Game Larder as well, something from us, and something from Game Pro for a high seat. The whole bundle is worth over £6,700, and you could win it for a £5. Basically, you have to be over 18 to enter, and best in the UK. I've got to remember to add that stuff.
Where can we get the tickets, please? Where can we get the tickets, please, Andrea? And when do they finish?
Right. So if you head to our website, www.bds.org.co.uk, no, .org.uk, double check that, it's easy to find us. It's straight on the homepage. You'll see the mega raffle straight at the top. Just click to buy your tickets. You can see all about the prize bundle and everything. And it's going to finish. You need to get your tickets by 2:00 on Sunday at Stalking Show, because we're going to announce the winner live at the Stalking Show on Sunday afternoon about 4:00.
Is that going to be similar to what we did last year?
Tickets.
Can I buy tickets?
Talk to David. Ignore me.
David, I think you can't officially buy tickets.
Oh, come on.
Can I?
No.
Because you're corporate partners, I'm afraid you can't.
Fair enough.
Like that. But everybody else watching can definitely do that.
Mega.
And we also need to say, before you forget, is we need to ask people to follow the page that you are now on, which is the new British Deer Society. What's it called? Deer Management Hub.
Deer Management and Training.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the one that you're on right now, I'm assuming people get to it. If not, I'll tag it afterwards, which is all about deer management, isn't it?
Yes.
and the training
sure.
and everything that you're doing.
So yeah, all things deer stalking, deer management related on there versus our official page, which is the more public facing page and for the public all learning about deer. So different audiences, different things going on.
It's going to be fun.
Then I don't know if Alex is going to take the stalking challenge this year again, because I think
I didn't do it last year. I wouldn't stand a chance.
I've got a picture of you doing it.
You might have a picture of me looking like I'm doing it, but
I've got a lovely picture
but
here.
I assure you I didn't.
This is Laura Holmes, who won the first ever BDS Stalking Master Challenge last year. And the winner wins a 2-day stalking experience with the Freers in Scotland. So it's completely free. This is free to take part in. And it's on the BDS stand. You just come to the stand and take part in the challenge. There's 3 levels to do, and you get more points the more correct answers you get and the faster you answer. So if you can complete all the levels and get the points, you'll get a stalking experience with the Freers. And second place gets a high seat from Game Pro, and third place £100 in vouchers, clothing vouchers for Deer Hunter as well.
Wow. Some good prizes.
Then also on the stand, I told you this is so much work. I've literally spent my life doing Stalking Show things, as well as obviously membership and training and everything on the stand. We've got Kevin Alderson Smith's art display on our stand as well. So if you want to see any of Kevin's artwork, come to our stand as well. Some of Katie Hargreaves' art will be in our meet and greet area as well to enjoy too. We've also got Scotland Wild Deer Best Practice on the stand and Deer Initiative Best Practice information as well. We've got Hampshire Police and their Humane Animal Dispatch Scheme. And they're also with Staffordshire Police and Derbyshire Police. So their officers will be around to speak to on our stand as well. Then we've also got the Wild Venison Corner, which will tell you all about the Wild Venison Network. Sussex Greys are going to be there as well, talking about all their work that's on the stand. And we've got firearmslicensing.net, which is Chris Downs, who's there to give firearms advice, and he does that for our members now as well. That's included in BDS membership. And if you want a hat, they're limited edition. There's only 150 or so. We can get a few more potentially. But basically, you can grab any new member that signs up as an annual member on standard or premium at the show. This is a show only exclusive offer for the BDS. On annual memberships, you've got standard or premium. Premium now includes insurance, discounts, and other things as well. Any annual membership you join, you get a free cap or a special edition pin badge. Plus, you get entry into our lovely lounge area, Hawkstone beer included. And you get entry into a free prize draw, which is just for members, to win an experience at Holland and Holland in the Shooting and Cinema. That includes lunch, and that's kindly donated by our partner GMK. So I think that is everything in our lives at the BDS and the Stalking Show.
And breathe.
I was going to say, I'm going to need a lay down after that.
I feel exhausted just hearing about it.
I know there's so much on, honestly.
But the key message there is there is so much going on.
The show, David?
No, Andrea's done the podcast for me. She told us.
And then you also need to head over to the Really Wild Kitchen. Go, David.
Wow, what a no, seriously, what a lineup, Andrea, and thank you very, very much, because you have been not only a superstar for the BDS, and I'm sure you'll be up for your gold watch, but you have absolutely been outstanding for us at the Stalking Show as well, because you've been very, very helpful and
a good friend
and a delight to work with.
Well, I absolutely love working with you all as well. It's been amazing. And I also have to say thank you so much. It is. It's really special. I can't wait to see you guys all next week. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. I know we all get there early because we set up, so I'm sure we'll be taking some photos of us all getting everything ready. And before I forget, I also have to give a massive thank you to all our volunteers that are coming to help at the show as well. There's going to be over 30 of them helping us do everything I've just gone through. Because we're a tiny team at the BDS. There's only 9 of us, and most of us are coming up to the show. But we need that help and support, and our members and volunteers are there for us all the time, helping and everything. And you guys are, Alex is, all our corporate partners as well, GMK, Deer Hunter, Game Larder, Pulsar. Everybody's fantastic in the community. And I joined this community, it'll be 3 years now. This will be my 3rd Stalking Show. And it's really special. I love being a part of it. It's really something special. And I hope you all know that. Everybody, all the Stalking community.
I'm waiting for you to cry.
Well, let me tell you a very, very quick small story, actually, because
God, which one is it, David?
No, none of them, Alex.
It'll be fine.
This one will be all right. I remember a young lady coming to see me after, just about when the 2023 Stalking Show finished, after the weekend, and she said to me, I'm Andrea, and I am part of the BDS, and will you consider, would you consider the BDS being your partner, as in charity partner, moving forward, and can we work with you a bit, a lot more? And here we are, only, to be fair, only 2 years later, really, because we're now 2026. That was in 2023, so we've had 24, 25, and coming up for the 2026. So this will be the 3rd, I think, we've worked together. Is that right, Andrea? I think it's
this is my 3rd one,
like yeah, and the British Deer Society started off quite small, as everybody did with it, because the show is only 5 years old. This will be the 5th year, so it's all still very new, very, very young, and it is growing rapidly. And I must say, what the BDS in general, because Andrea is right at the forefront there. But the BDS have really, really thrown the kitchen sink at it, and I have to say, you might ask me a question later on as we're chatting. What's one of the highlights? There is several highlights for me, which we'll probably talk about, but definitely, one of the highlights is the BDS's stand this year, because I'm totally and. I'm looking forward to seeing where it goes this year, because it was very good last year, and I think it'll be off the scale very good, because I know what this young lady's put into it. So yeah, and all of it that goes with it. There's so much. You just heard it all. There's so much going on. You could spend half.
Well, that's only one little bit as well, isn't it?
Exactly.
Really?
Yeah, I'm honestly, I'm desperate to get away for a little bit to go to the Hall of Hounds, because I love dogs. So I definitely want to pop there and see some of the dogs in action. And my other favourite thing I'm going to is when Jose and Rachel are going to be doing the 6 species at the Really Wild Kitchen, because I really want to taste. I've only tasted 2 of the species so far, which is Fallow and Roe.
Right.
So I want to go taste the Muntjac.
Well, I've got Rachel on next week, actually, so she'll be giving away a little bit more about what's going on that stage as well. So that's to come.
Yeah, so those guys will be cooking up, yes, as you said, Andrea, the 6 species in the UK. If you can name them all, Alex, because you're can you name them all?
Yes, in time I could do that. I thought you were going to ask me to name them by taste then. I mean, that'd be a challenge, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I'd give that a go, actually, but I don't know whether I get it right.
Do you reckon you could?
I reckon I could get a couple of 3 of them right, but I don't know. But yes, yeah, it depends where they're from. But anyway, yes, that's going to be the 6 species, and another one as well to look out for on the Really Wild Kitchen is we're going to have we're going to have some different animals on there, as in different selects of meat as well. So we've got the British 6 species on there. We've also got wild boar and wild goat this year that Jose and Rachel will be doing for us, and we've also got some African plains animals. So I know we've got impala, springbok, blesbok, things like that. I think some zebra, and also some European elk and buffalo. So they're going to be doing some, lots of different stuff this year.
Wow.
Off the scale, really good. Yeah. So yes.
So what do we do, David? Do we just turn up with our sort of pitters open and have the salad ready?
That's what I'm doing.
Yes. Yeah. Well, to be honest, well, what we say is, we love it when you go to shows and there's people handing out freebies. And one of the big things at the Stalking Show is we just love to, as Andrea does and you all do, we love to give away stuff. And and all the meats there that are going to be cooked. Tons and tons of various different meats and things and species and the rest of it are all going to be given out. They're going to be given out for people to try. Come up, try it. All what I've mentioned will be cooked up. The guys will do these are well, as far as I'm concerned, world class. Real proper world class chefs. Chefs, lecturers. These people write books. They're authors. They're lecturers. If they can't cook it, nobody can. I'm often on the phone at night for a quick. How do we do this? How do we do that? To either Rachel or Jose, it could be wonderful. Work really wonderful. The Really Wild Kitchen, a must see this year. Anyway,
Awesome.
And you mentioned the Hall of Hounds.
Hall of Hounds.
Yeah, we've got loads of more breeds this year as well. So we only had.
We can't see you, dear. Move over. There you go.
We only had
Just
5
cut David
breeds.
out.
This year we've got 14 different breeds.
Yeah,
wow.
yeah. There's a lot more going on in the Hall of Hounds. We've got the Kennel Club as well there, and so on. So yes, that's launching off really, really nicely.
There's vet checks and dog first aid. There's all the kit, nutrition, everything.
And then we've got, on top of that, we've got then the third stage, which is the Basque and the Stalking Show stage in front of the bar. And there's going to be, a ton of stuff going on there as well. Deer calling. We've got the really, the deer calling is always an absolute blast.
So much fun.
It's coupled with a lot of fun, of course. We all have a lot of fun there doing various different calls. Rob Crampton and Scott McKenzie, they host it for us. They have done from the word go. They're a pair of characters. They're like Ant and Dec, but 10 times better, of course. And they, this year they're going to mix it up. We try and mix it up every year. We're going to invite people to come up on stage, tell us about experiences, unusual experiences that they've had while they've been out deer stalking and maybe called something and something's happened. Because I know I've had some incredibly unusual experiences over the year by deer calling and what's happened. I've had stags literally charge at me and run over the top of us and things like that. It's fascinating. And I know there's been a lot of there's a lot of stories out there. So we're going to invite people. Those guys are going to invite people up to come and have
some great prizes.
There's amazing prizes. So I think the best and most unusual story gets a big gift. And then obviously got the deer calling themselves. So the guys will judge who's the best deer caller, whether it's a stag, a seeker, a fallow, a munty, whatever goes really. We've had foxes in the past as well, and some of that, those being good. And then after that, we've got the very, very important, the Stalking Show newcomer auction, and that is going to be off the scale. That's
the prize. I think that's lots for that.
I don't know. What is the highlight at the Stalking Show this year? Take your pick. Really is.
They've got some amazing lots in that auction, really. I've seen them. They're very good lots.
Thousands of pounds.
If you start cutting some of those lots up, it would be thousands of pounds.
People have been so generous.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Do you know? So one of the questions I was going to ask you tonight was, do you know what the newcomer project will actually be and what it will do? If that makes sense.
It's on the website, isn't it, guys?
Yeah, well, it is. You obviously haven't read the website.
I mean, I know what. No, I have. But I'm trying to tease this out of you.
Yes, right. So this is the only way I will explain it. I have this vision in my mind that probably not a lot of others have, and will never probably quite get to. But I am tiptoeing down this path that is, and I don't mind holding my hands up and saying that I am learning as I go, and I will change course. There's no two ways about it. I will change course, and it will evolve as we go. But the core principles are that we want to put together eventually a platform that will be able to bring new people, and I don't really care who they are, whether they're young, old, ladies, gents, whatever. It doesn't really matter what age. There's no we don't mind no specifics, but all right, in an ideal world we'll bring 25 18-year-old people, 18-year-old males and females to the stalking community, or probably all ladies. It doesn't matter. It's great. But
Deanne, don't worry. I'm ready to cut the feed at any second.
No, I'm being very careful. And yes, no, the wish list is. But what does it look like? We want to raise awareness. That's the big thing. It's raising awareness, getting organisations like the BDS, BAS, the NGO, and others out there. And if the dream for me, because I sit somewhere in the middle, the dream for me is getting people working together for the community, bringing people together, bringing and strengthening the community that we already have. And whatever monies we make, whatever from fundraising, from the auction, we'll collectively put into a pot, we'll ring fence that money, and we will spend that very, very wisely on educational. The plan is on educational events going forward, where the BDS will be involved, the British, Basque will be involved, as I said, right across the board, whoever else we think. And we want to bring these events together and try and introduce and bring more people. And as I said, it doesn't matter who you are. If you have an interest in deer management, deer stalking, setting up a business like Andrea said earlier, butchery processing, setting it up, whatever it may be. Even if somebody decides to go down just being a gamekeeper, doesn't matter. Doesn't really matter. We want to bring people into the community, into this rural community that might, great, it might be deer stalking, it might be something linked with venison, but does it really matter whether it's gamekeeping of some description or something to do with basically the wider community? I don't care. It doesn't matter.
We've had some generous donations.
Oh, amazing.
People that want to give training as well. So it's butchery training, taking people out, on a stalk. Lots of things. Forestry first aid. There's been lots of people that want to get involved.
A lot of it, yes, and people you wouldn't think, but and people like the concept of it, but yeah, and that's it. So we're lucky. We now have the Stalking Show, which is an amazing platform, and I think it would be tragic if we do not use that platform to introduce and use it as an education and to help people wider, and educate people into what we actually do. We're not strangers, weirdos that just go out and obliterate the countryside. It's not. You're hunter gatherer cooker. Says it on the tin. We get hunter gatherer cooker. It's like there's nothing better than me walking out the house here. Stop laughing.
You keep saying cooker.
Well, what is it? Yes, I know, but you're a cooker. When you try to be, I've seen some of your cooking.
Really? Oh, we're going to go there, are we?
Yeah. Well, I've got Jose and Rachel on my
David,
side.
I was going to jump in and add. I think with the newcomer project, the perfect example is of like Clara and Adele, and finding more people like them. They came across their owner of their gym that was selling wild venison, and they got interested because it was a high protein meat, and they're into fitness and stuff.
That's the most.
And suddenly they were out learning about deer stalking. Found it really interesting, wanted to do more. And now they're starting to do their DSC1 theory. They're going out all the time on the range. They're getting more and more experience. And they're somebody that wouldn't have potentially known about the community at all without that one person taking. So to me, the newcomer project is about replicating that across everyone. And that's what they're planning to do, which we as an organisation need help with. BAS needs help with it. Everybody in the sector needs help reaching more people. We honestly think it's a fantastic project and really support it.
And thank you for saying that.
And messaged as well to say you can add some range opportunities
with us if required, David. I'm not sure who that is, but no, that's amazing. But no, that you've just said there, Andrea, that is the most amazing story. And Clara and Adele will be at the Stalking Show. I'm actually going to, I've asked them if they'll come up and speak on stage. But something else as well that was very, very poignant is that not only have they, these guys found out about deer stalking through going to their local gym. They had no idea, but they liked not only the healthy eating side of it, they liked the ethical side of it. They liked the very low carbon footprint or carbon, they're just going out to their local woods and fields, if you like, not too far away, and harvesting something that is there completely sustainable. You put it in your freezer yourself, it's cost you very, very little, and you've got some fantastic wild venison in the freezer for a long time, rather than buying something that's come 500,000 miles from Botswana or an avocado from Timbuktu. So brilliant, it's just.
So I've got their story going out either end of this week or next week. So before the show, when I met them with you at Eaton Hall, we sat down and we talked about that. So that full story of beforehand, but also going out with you, David, that's all on camera, and they'll sort of talk that through. So that'll be going out quite soon.
It's me, John Bailey, offering. Oh yeah, I've got you. Well done, John. There's a really lovely thing. John Bailey runs. He does rifle training and everything, and he's just watching us, obviously. And John's offered some training and rifle range opportunities. So thank you, John.
Amazing guys.
He is a good. He is.
Fun to be.
He's a hell of a character. I'll give you that. And he'll be at the Stalking Show on the Knockpicks. I think he'll be on the Knockpick stand with Hawk Optics. So that'll be pretty cool. So John knows his stuff. So there you go. There's a good guy just listening in and offering his services. But yeah, I am excited about that, and that's something that I want to try and develop as we go forward into the future. And as I said, I have this vision of what it might look like in the future. But how I get there, I will dodge and weave a little bit. And if everybody wants to jump on the bandwagon with me and go down and help us, then please do. And I hope that all the organisations will get involved. Like the BDS.
Love you guys.
And there's lots of people on hand at the show, because I think there's a lot of people that come along who are either newcomers or beginners or whatever. But it's a show to talk to people, isn't it?
Oh yeah, well, without a doubt. You need 2 days now, to be honest, to get
Yeah.
round the Stalking Show. There's so much going on. As I said, I won't go through the stages again, but you could spend half a day in the BDS stand and you know, and on the other on the other listing, you know, you need to select what you want to go and listen to. Really, pick a brochure up, look at what's going on, and then go and select what you want to.
It's all in the brochure, and the brochure's free.
Go and see. Yeah, the brochure's there, and then there's so many. You know, there's the BDS, obviously, Bashgar partners. There are partners. They've got lots of training going on and education, and yeah, you know,
it doesn't matter if you're a professional or a novice.
No, there's
something there for everybody.
You'll find all what you're looking for everybody. And
my parents even went last year. Sadly, they can't come this year, but they absolutely loved it. They'd never been to anything like it, and their favourite part was the really wild kitchen. They really enjoyed watching Rachel and Jose cook. But Mum just absolutely loved it.
There is nothing like it.
Well, do you know the really great thing about that? You can go to a lot of places and see chefs working away and doing their stuff, showing you how to do this and that. But we've got Jose, who is a lecturer at I always get this wrong, the Kingsway College in London, and that's where all the top chefs go through. He's their butcher, lecturer, game chef, author. He's on stage showing us how to not only skin and prepare a carcass and an animal, breaks it down, butchers it. He then hands a lot of these cuts over to Rachel Green, again, top chef, celebrity chef, author, and so on. The list goes on. MBE, OBE, sir, madam, I don't know, dame, whatever. And
they're shooting people as well.
But they're all shooting people, and then Rachel's showing you how to, you know, cook some of this so simple, and it's like the whole process through. It's great fun. It's really great fun. Somebody's saying here the boar breakdown was really good. Yeah, well, we're doing a wild boar again, so we'll have a deer on both days, probably a fallow deer or something like that on both days. Then we've got a wild boar on the Saturday, but we've mixed it up this year. And Jose said to me a few weeks ago, what about doing a wild goat? A Welsh wild goat, genuine Welsh wild goat. And so we've got a guy going out hunting next week to get... we've had to, and they're going to...
So much preparation.
Oh, there's a lot of preparation. Honestly, you have no idea. We've got hunters all around the country. So this gentleman, I forgot his name now, but he's out. Jose sorted it, and he's off to try and bring us in a wild goat. So that could be on the Sunday morning, I believe. Jose's going to prepare it, skin it, prep it, and Rachel will show us how to do a very, very nice goat dish. So there we are. So
you've got it all.
Well,
I just thought it's worth mentioning as well, because I saw someone in the chat saying it's going to be their first show, but letting people know like the layout of the whole show. Like there's the main big Bingley Hall, and then the really wild kitchens in the one end. But then you've got to go the opposite end as well and go out into the Hall of Hounds. And then I can't remember the names of the hall, so I'm going to call it the GMK Hall in the middle. With I think some of the businesses are there too. And then what's the last hall called this year? I can't. It's gone.
The boys.
You cannot miss Hall 5. That's the Big Boys Toys Hall. We've got we've got more horsepower and fumes in that hall and a bar in there than anything. We've got Dodge Ram, we've got Chevrolet, we've got GMC, we've got off-road caravans. That's bizarre, but they look awesome. We've got obviously Polaris, UTVs and quad bikes, CF Moto, the quad bikes and all their UTV. Oh, I don't know. The list goes on. Boss, is it? More quad bikes. It's it's looking cool.
And we're doing a chill out area there as well.
Got a chill out area. Yeah, there's
loads of shooting on the screen.
Yeah, there's a big screen in there and a bar area and lots of seating.
And you've got all the amazing food places in the middle, haven't you, between the Bingley and those halls?
Field to fork. So everybody that does the food in that course goes out, harvests the food.
Correct.
Honestly, and it's...
We don't have anybody to the Stalking Show that doesn't produce their own food. So what I mean by that is all the guys that have come, they harvest their own food. And what I mean is that this has not just happened. This is our policy. If you have a food catering outlet at Stalking Show that's organised by the Stalking Show, it has to. The person behind it will harvest their own meat, harvest their own food, prep it, and it will then be served at the Stalking Show. So again, you ain't going to get nothing from the Co-op or McDonald's at Stalking Show.
As well, from Games and Flames, aren't they?
Yeah, from Kai. From Kai.
Like a pheasant.
He's doing I think he sent me a quick preview of it. It was some
it looks amazing.
butter breast of pheasant. Wow. In a bun or something. And it honestly, it's like that. It looks amazing.
I had some kind of venison wrap last year, and it was the bomb. I loved it. I'm hoping it's there again this year.
Yeah, that would be Games and...
Yeah, that would probably be. But then we've got Winston Churchill venison from our very own Godland up here in Argyll. Winston Churchill venison, that speaks for itself. It's just right up there. Those guys, all their animals, all their deer that they bring in, they harvest from the land where I live round here, and I am part of that group as well. Gamekeepers larder.
Warwickshire Wild Game, Stuart.
Yes, Big Stuart.
Warwickshire We're all waiting for Alex to do cooking one year.
He won't let me.
No, I wouldn't let him.
I'm a fire hazard, apparently.
Yeah, he's a fire hazard.
John's just put on about the driven donuts as well.
Driven donuts. Yes. Put me down for a couple. I'll have a lesson, all right. Yeah.
It's got everything, hasn't it? It really has got absolutely everything. You know what?
Having this talk tonight, I actually fancy going myself now.
We don't get to see any of it.
No, I know.
What's all of it? You know, we did. You wanted to run a show, or create.
No, I wanted a proper hunting show.
Go to.
I'm fed up of seeing them.
He's created this show that he would have loved to have gone to,
and now he can't go.
It's the community though that really just makes it. Everybody just connects and chats. It's really. I don't know how you managed to create that atmosphere, but it is so special.
It's just having the right people there. That's all it is.
Yeah.
It's not rocket science. It's just having the right people, and like you, Andrea.
Oh, take it.
Guys.
Hey, look at that. There's a couple of guys there. Graham said best show, and then Revenant Knives. Now there's Dal at Revenant Knives, best show of the year. Well, hey, I have to be a little bit balanced, but his knives are. If you come into the Stalking Show, make sure you take a Revenant home with you. They're pretty good. That gentleman's up on the balcony. Go and see him. They are.
We didn't even talk about the balcony. People got to make sure they go up there.
As well.
We've got police doing variations up there. There's forestry first aid courses going on throughout the weekend as well.
UKHSA as well. Should have mentioned this. Forgot to. They're up on the balcony. They need people to go give blood samples throughout the show. Because they're checking for disease stuff basically, and if you've had Lyme and things like that. I think it's
so we can go to the Stalking Show and give blood.
I think I'll give that one
it's like a prick or something, I think. A sample.
Andrea.
Sorry, blood sample, not give blood. But if you give a sample, you get a little pass to come down and have a complimentary tea or coffee in the BDS lounge as well, as a thank you for contributing to their research. It's really important. So please do go up to the balcony and help the UKHSA with their research. It's really important for like the safety of the whole community. Basically, the more we understand these things, the more we can do to prevent and
I better
reduce
go
the
see
risk.
them with a camera then, haven't I?
You
Yeah.
have really.
Yeah.
Well, I think you can go up on Friday, Alex.
Oh, can
we
I?
can film. We can film you doing that.
Well, we
So
can do
there's
that.
a
Yeah,
yes.
I mean, Friday night, Friday day and Friday night is good for me because obviously it's the calm before the storm.
Not for us.
Bailey's firearms training. There we are. There's a man.
John Baylor. The legend.
Yes.
Right.
So I can go and get my blood tested then, and they'll tell me whether I've got Lyme's disease or not.
I don't know if they'll tell you that or not. I don't know the full details, but they need
figure out what's wrong with
volunteers
you,
to
David.
go do the samples.
Oh,
Alex.
I think he's way past that, mate.
Never gonna happen.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
needs more
They'll
than
get
a
it and
blood
just go
test to find that out.
inconclusive.
Yeah, no, mine's very, very, very rare. Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
Good.
goodness.
Well, look,
definitely a
I've
red one.
enjoyed this. We timed it well, but this is probably the last real opportunity I would get hold of you all properly. So I thought I'd grab the ball by the horns. So thank you very much for putting the time aside.
Well, believe it or not, thank you, Alex. Believe it or
We're off
not,
tomorrow.
we are. Our
Starts
Stalking Show starts tonight.
Wow.
Tomorrow.
Today we've packed up the
Because we leave,
It's all loaded.
we're leaving. We're off in the morning. All the vans loaded. The house is shut down, and yeah, we're heading down to the Stalking Show and taking lots of equipment, and we'll be moving in. There's a small terrier show, I believe, at Staffordshire County Showground over the weekend, and once we can get those kicked out, we'll be in there on first thing on Monday morning, and we'll be marking out carpet. We've got about 40,000 quid's worth of carpet being laid on Monday. Yes, Monday afternoon, Tuesday morning. I know, it's crazy. This is it.
That's just one thing.
Can I just?
Here we go.
No. Let me just explain to people when they say to me, "Oh, can I have £5 refund, please?" Or for something or another, and I say, "Oh, yeah. We've just spent 40,000 quid on the carpet you walk round on. We've spent 35,000 quid on the shell scheme. That's the boarding that goes round all the stands. What else is the DN? Oh, on the 3 or 4 big, each stage that we put in is basically about 11,000 quid per stage. So there's 35,000 quid worth of stages because they've all got TVs behind them. You know, there's a 5 meter screen behind the BDS's stand and the main stage.
There'll be absolutely amazing sound and screens this year, isn't there?
The sound systems have come from concerts in London just to come and put the sound systems in. So they'll be up early next week to put the sound systems.
Did I hear Starlink is going to be there?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we've got. Yeah, that's a. I wish you wouldn't have asked me this question.
Oh, sorry. Let's just imagine I sneezed.
No, yeah, I know the Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi. I'm told
have spent £35,000 this actual week.
This week
they finished today or tomorrow.
I think they finished Thursday afternoon, which is tomorrow afternoon. Upgrading the Wi-Fi hubs in and around the event for our event because it's been a bit of a sticky one, let's say, over the last few years.
It's amazing to think how many people from all over the country and possibly some of Europe, how many people are descending on that show.
Unbelievable.
One of the highlights.
We watch where they come from.
One of the highlights of my night. This is true. About now, I'll sit on the computer over there, and I look down the ticket sales of the day, and then. But the best bit about it is, I just like to look where people are coming from, and I can honestly say, as the Stalking Show has grown in popularity and grown over the years. That radius has just got wider and wider. and we're selling, honestly, dozens and dozens of
Wow.
tickets now all over Ireland.
That's loads.
So
loads.
you obviously get, you know, a look. I just, it's if the ticket that's just been sold, or the ticket's just been sold, say, here, look, I got 2 guys coming from South Africa.
South Africa,
Somebody's just,
America, Germany.
that's Revenant Knives saying that.
Yeah.
Well, we've had emails this week of people wanting to know where the airport is, the best airport, coming from Germany, Portugal, Spain, Sweden, Denmark. You know, I like Ireland because there's a lot of hunters in Ireland, on both North and South, Southern Ireland and Northern Ireland, and they're coming over. So yeah, you know, we get probably a handful of people coming from the US. But they've probably got family over here and they're coming over, so they link it in with that. But yeah, you know, Donald might send us a few over eventually. Who knows? Who knows?
Right. Is there anything else any of you
Change that subject.
We didn't ask what you're doing at the show, Alex.
Oh, I have no idea. Surviving, talking, chatting, meeting people, going around with the camera, promoting everything that you've just said.
Good.
You've got some questions to ask, haven't you?
I have, but I'm going to be working through those. That will be a surprise for the day.
I would just like to say this. If anybody in our industry, even the wider industry, is marginally even interested, or people even beyond that just think, you know what, it might just be worth you might just get a bit of education out of it. Come to the Stalking Show and just see what it's all about. And it's like the
It's affordable.
the Adeles and the Claras of the world. These people in the middle that have probably never ever even been involved in it. If you're out there and you want to, and you just have got that little itch and you want to scratch it, thinking, you know what, it might be all right. It's not about just going and shooting something. There's a lot of decent education in there of all aspects of
elements.
There's a lot of elements, rural life and the rest of it, and beyond, and you know, and it's a real eye opener.
And hearing other people's stories, you know, and meeting people that, you know, you've not seen for ages, because probably you know, they live in Scotland and their mate lives down in Somerset, and they come to the show.
Well, that's it. With all these people travelling, it is a community, isn't it?
Absolutely. And that's
can be awesome.
We built these areas where people can just sit and talk and have a drink and something to eat, you know, and you don't get many areas like that at shows. They seem to take the seats away. And you know, and we don't, do we? We try and build these areas where people
Have you earned your app yet? You've not earned one yet. Anyway,
Inspector Clouseau.
This time I went, I'm sure you're.
You've got a busy time ahead of you, so thank you very much.
We need to get an early night.
Well, if you two, or you three,
early in the morning.
You three shoot off, and I'll see you all next Friday.
Yep.
Yes, you'll be
Thursday.
You'll be on duty on Friday then, Alex. You're lovely.
Yeah. I shall get my stuff sorted first, and then I shall be doing some wandering and seeing who's got what and where people are, and try and get some bloopers and things like that. So I want to use Friday as much as I can, really.
You like the bloopers?
Yeah, with David's bloopers are always the best, aren't they?
Just follow David, Paul.
Yeah. Here, David. Here.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes,
I said that to my mum. She couldn't stop laughing. She thought it was hilarious.
Oh, honestly, when I was editing that up, I was in stitches, absolute stitches.
Half of it you can't even show.
Not even close.
No, I know.
Can't show it.
I think I've been quite good tonight, actually.
Well, do you know what? I was about to congratulate you. I mean, I was a little bit edgy at one point, but
no, I like to speak. I like to speak openly, and I will say this: don't
ruin it.
No, I will say this: we're giving out some awards this year at the Stalking Show on the Saturday night. And that is going to be my opportunity to address the people and exhibitors that are there in front of the bar, having something to eat and drink with us. and I'm going to. I have got to.
Before you're too far gone.
No, I've got to express. I've got to express a few concerns and a few.
Interesting.
Yeah, some interesting thoughts.
Oh
I don't
no.
even know what it's talking about, so this
I
could
mean,
be.
that is mysterious.
It's a good job.
So
We've got
Saturday
this,
night at
this
Stalking
lovely
Show in
farm
front
there.
of the bar. Don't miss it.
Right. On that note, you have a lovely evening, and I'll see you in just over a week.
Yeah, John Bailey, don't be late. Revenant Knives, don't be late. These guys are watching.
Wait, and one last chance. Don't forget to go and get your raffle ticket, please, and take part in the raffle.
I'm going to
Thanks.
buy some, and you won't know who it is anyway. Goodbye. Don't be late at
Right.
Stalking Show.
Who's going to ring
Thank you
Mickey
very
now?
much,
Mickey!
everyone.
The mic drop. He's just gone.
I know, that's it. He hasn't said
Is
goodbye.
that
He's
what we're
just
doing?
walked off. He's done. He's done.
Bye.
Right. See you
Thanks,
soon.
See you
all.
next
I shall
week.
finish up.
Bye.
Bye.
He's still there. Oh, he's still there.
There we go.
There we go. So what a show. Didn't expect that at all. Got Andrea in last minute, really, just to talk about the British Deer Society. It's going to be a mega show. I mean, we've probably missed things that are going to be going on at the show, but there's just even more. So again, if you haven't got your tickets, you can get them online. If you're wondering what is at the show, pretty much everything is on the Stalking Show website. And I cannot wait to actually be there. Thank you to everyone who has watched and participated and asked questions and put comments up and things like that. I will repost this now. I will try and get some tags in there, and then I will put it up onto the YouTube channel as well. The Stalking Show, he didn't say anything about it, but the Stalking Show, David's created a Stalking Show YouTube channel, so go give that a follow. So he's putting some content on there. I went up and saw him and Jose a few weeks back, so there's a little film going up about that will go onto both of our channels. And then, as I said, so end of this week, next week, I've got the story of Adele and Clara going up as well. So there's loads going on. Follow me, follow the Stalking Show, follow the British Deer Society, the page that Andrea was on then. That's the one that you need to follow, because that's all about the deer management and training. I think that's it. I think we're done. So we're just over the hour. Thank you very much for another fantastic Chinwag Wednesday. As I said, next Wednesday, 7 o'clock, is going to be Rachel Green, and she is one of the chefs with Jose on the food stage, and she's going to talk through exactly what their plans are. And there is so much going on. I am buzzing for this year. It's going to be the 5th year. I reckon is definitely going to be the best one yet. So I'll see you there in a week. And if there is really good Wi-Fi and signal and things like that, I'll be doing as many lives and things as I can. But yeah, fingers crossed. So thank you very much. See you in a week.